Have you ever wondered what awaits us beyond the veil of life? What if powerful, ancient beings, deities of immense and often terrifying power, governed that journey? For millennia, civilizations across the globe have crafted intricate mythologies around death, not merely as an end, but as a transition, often overseen by formidable gods. These aren't just characters in old stories. They are reflections of humanity's deepest fears, hopes, and understandings of mortality. From the scorching deserts of Egypt to the frozen plains of the Norse, from the bustling cities of ancient Greece to the mystical lands of the Aztecs, these gods held absolute dominion over the ultimate unknown. Today, we delve into the chilling lore of 5 such ancient deities, exploring their domains, their powers, and the harrowing paths they charted for the souls of the departed. Prepare to journey into the heart of darkness, where life ceases and eternal judgment begins.
1. Anubis, the jackal-headed guardian of ancient Egypt. Our first stop takes us to the sun-baked sands of ancient Egypt, where the line between life and death was meticulously ritualized, and the journey to the afterlife was fraught with peril. Overseeing much of this intricate process was Anubis, the jackal-headed god, a figure of profound importance and one of the most iconic deities of the Egyptian pantheon. Often depicted with the head of a jackal or as a fully jackal-like creature, his dark fur symbolized decomposition and rebirth, connecting him directly to the earth and the passage of souls. Anubis wasn't merely a bringer of death, he was the divine embalmer, the guardian of tombs, and the psychopomp who guided the deceased through the treacherous journey to the Hall of Ma'at. His role was crucial. He performed the first mummification on Osiris, solidifying his association with the preservation of the body and the promise of eternal life. Imagine the meticulous process of mummification, an art perfected over centuries, all guided by the spiritual oversight of Anubis. Priests would even wear jackal masks during funerary rites, embodying the god to ensure the deceased's safe passage. But Anubis's most critical duty was the weighing of the heart ceremony. In the Hall of Ma'at, Anubis would preside as the heart of the deceased was placed on a scale, balanced against the feather of Ma'at, the feather of truth and cosmic order. If the heart was heavy with sin, heavier than a feather, it would be devoured by Amet, the devourer of the dead, a monstrous creature with the head of a crocodile, the forequarters of a lion, and the hindquarters of a hippopotamus, ensuring the soul's eternal oblivion. If the heart was pure, light as the feather, Anubis would then present the soul to Osiris, granting entry into the blissful field of reeds. This wasn't just a mythical event, it was a deeply ingrained belief that shaped Egyptian ethics and daily life, as people strived to live a life worthy of passing Anubis's judgment. His presence, though somber, offered hope for eternal existence, making him a figure of both reverence and respectful fear.
Next, we journey to the dark and echoing depths of the Greek underworld, ruled by the stern and often misunderstood god Hades. Brother to Zeus and Poseidon, Hades drew the short straw, so to speak, in the division of the cosmos, receiving dominion over the realm of the dead for the natural order, and few dared to even speak his name, often referring to him as Pluto, the wealthy one, or the unseen one, out of fear and respect. His realm is a vast subterranean empire, separated from the world of the living by several rivers, including the infamous Styx, across which the ferryman Charon transported the souls of the deceased, provided they had a coin placed under their tongue for passage. Imagine the chilling journey, a murky river, the wailing of disembodied spirits, and the silent, imposing figure of Charon. Beyond the rivers lay Tartarus, a primordial abyss used as a dungeon of torment for the most wicked, and the Elysian Fields, a paradise for the righteous and heroic. Hades himself is often depicted as a dark-bearded regal figure holding a scepter or a cornucopia, symbolizing the mineral wealth found beneath the earth, which was also his domain. He famously abducted Persephone to be his queen, an act that plunged the world into winter, but ultimately solidified his connection to fertility and the cycles of nature. His most loyal companion is Cerberus, the multi-headed hound who guards the entrance to the underworld, ensuring no living being enters unauthorized and no dead soul escapes. Hades represents the inevitable, the finality of death, but also the strict, impartial justice that awaits all. His terrifying aspect lies not in active malice, but in his absolute, unyielding power over the ultimate fate of every mortal soul.
From the classical warmth of Greece, we plunge into the icy, mist-shrouded depths of Norse mythology, to the realm of the formidable goddess Hel. Daughter of the mischievous god Loki and the giantess Angerboda, Hel is not only a deity, but also the personification of the realm she rules, Helheim, a land of cold, gloom, and despair, reserved for those who die of sickness or old age, rather than in glorious battle. This distinction is crucial in Norse cosmology, where Valhalla awaited the slain warriors. Hel's appearance is perhaps the most striking and unsettling among the death gods. She is often described as being half beautiful, half corpsey. One side of her face and body appears normal and healthy, while the other is decaying, cadaverous, and bluish-black. This duality perfectly encapsulates her domain, a place that is neither fully living nor fully dead. She possesses a grim, unyielding demeanor, sitting upon a throne named High, surrounded by servants named Slow and Delay, and dining with a knife called Famine. Even her dish is named Hunger. Her realm, Helheim, is a chilling reflection of her being. It is said to be located beneath one of the roots of Yggdrasil, the World Tree, deep within Niflheim, the primordial realm of ice and mist. The path to Helheim is long and treacherous, guarded by Modgud, a giantess, and a river named Gjall. Once souls arrive, they are trapped, unable to leave. Even the powerful god Balder, when he died, could not escape Hel's grasp, and she famously refused to release him unless every living thing wept for him, a condition not fully met. Hel's power is absolute within her domain. She represents the cold, unavoidable reality of a non-heroic death, a stark contrast to the glory of Valhalla, and a constant reminder of the diverse fates awaiting Norse mortals.
4. Mictlantecuhtli, the skeletal lord of the Aztec underworld. Our journey now transports us to the ancient and vibrant civilizations of Mesoamerica, specifically the Aztec Empire, where the underworld was a complex, 9-layered realm of profound challenges, ruled by the fearsome Mictlantecuhtli. Along with his wife, Mictlantecuhtli, he presided over Mictlan, the lowest and darkest level of the underworld, the final destination for most souls who did not die a heroic or sacrificial death. Mictlantecuhtli's appearance is truly bone-chilling. He is often depicted as a skeletal figure, adorned with owl feathers, a conical paper hat, and occasionally necklaces of human eyeballs. His gaping jaw, sometimes described as having teeth made of flint, emphasized his role as the devourer of the dead. His skin was often a thickly yellow or pale white, reflecting the absence of life, and he was covered in spots of blood or a reddish fluid, symbolizing sacrifice and the cycle of life and death. He embodies the raw, visceral reality of decomposition and the Earth's consumption of bodies. The journey to Mictlan was incredibly arduous, lasting 4 years. Souls had to overcome a series of 9 terrifying trials, crossing a vast river, navigating mountains that crash together, braving winds that cut like knives, and enduring attacks from jaguars, to name a few. Only those who successfully completed these trials could finally reach Mictlantecuhtli's presence. He was not inherently evil, but represented the ultimate test of endurance and the natural conclusion of life. One of the most famous myths involving him is when Quetzalcoatl, seeking to create humanity, had to descend into Mictlan to retrieve the bones of past generations. Mictlantecuhtli tested him, trying to prevent him from leaving, showcasing his powerful dominion over the remains of all who had lived. He is a stark, powerful reminder of the relentless cycle of life, death, and rebirth central to Aztec cosmology.
5. Shinigami, the multifaceted death gods of Japan. Finally, we turn our gaze to the captivating and diverse folklore of Japan, where the concept of death is not governed by a single monolithic deity, but by a class of beings known as the Shinigami, or death gods. Unlike the other singular gods we've explored, Shinigami are more of a collective concept, emerging from Buddhist teachings, Shinto beliefs, and later Western influences, solidifying their presence in Japanese culture by the Edo period. They are often portrayed as psychopomps, guiding or luring mortals to their demise. The appearance and nature of Shinigami are incredibly varied, reflecting the diverse origins of the concept. They can be ethereal, unseen entities, or more corporeal, appearing as pale figures in traditional robes, sometimes wielding scythes or other tools associated with reaping souls. They might be benevolent, simply performing their duty to maintain balance. Or they can be mischievous, even malevolent, taking pleasure in their task. Unlike the single rulers of the underworld, Shinigami often operate individually or in small groups, with distinct personalities and methods. One common depiction involves a Shinigami who appears to a person whose time is almost up, often tempting them or revealing the remaining lifespan of others. There are tales of Shinigami who can be outsmarted or who offer a brief respite, highlighting their sometimes fallible nature compared to the omnipotent gods of other pantheons. In some stories, they simply observe, waiting for the natural end. In others, they actively intervene, ensuring that a soul's passage is smooth, or conversely, expediting a death. The beauty of the Shinigami concept lies in its adaptability. They are figures that bridge the gap between life and death, reflecting humanity's nuanced relationship with mortality. From tragic romances to dark comedies, Shinigami have become an enduring part of Japanese storytelling, embodying the subtle and often ambiguous nature of death itself, not as a king on a throne, but as a constant, ever-present force. From the solemn judgment of Anubis to the silent majestic of Hades, the chilling duality of hell, the skeletal dominance of Mictlantecuhtli, and the varied roles of the Shinigami, these ancient gods of death offer a profound glimpse into humanity's oldest questions. They are more than just mythical figures. They are cultural touchstones, reflecting our deepest anxieties and hopes about what lies beyond. Their stories remind us that death, in all its forms, has always been a powerful catalyst for human imagination, reverence, and sometimes profound terror. Which of these deities fascinates you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more journeys into the unknown, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, stay curious.